Hey there hobos, how's it going? Today we've jumped on the train and we're heading down to the beautiful city of Bath in Somerset. We're going to see the gorgeous Roman built baths as well as take a look at some of the gorgeous Georgian architecture there. It's a beautiful place and it is listed on the UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1987. Come with us, let's see what we can find. It's a wonderful city here. It goes back hundreds and hundreds of years and it has the most gorgeous quaint alleyways and restaurants and cafes and bars. We're going to start off our trip today with a lovely breakfast at the oldest bun shop in Bath and the oldest building in Bath. Apologies, not the oldest building in Bath, of course, the oldest house in Bath, and where better to have breakfast than in Sally Lunn's Buns, along with a lovely underneath museum that you can visit when you're there. Our first stop then after breakfast is the Bath Abbey, which has been a place of Christian worship since 757 AD, with 3 different churches occupying the site during this time. An Anglo-Saxon monastery was first constructed, which was where King Edgar, the first king of all England, was crowned in 973 AD. The ceremony formed the basis for the coronation of all future kings and queens of England. Following the Norman conquest, the monastery was replaced with a huge cathedral around 1090, which had turned to ruins by the 15th century. The building of the present abbey started in 1499, but due to the dissolution of the monasteries in 1539, was not officially completed until 1616, meaning it took nearly 120 years to finish from the start. Located right at the heart of the city, an easy walk from the train station, are the Roman baths. Built in 70 AD, they are the amazingly preserved remains of what was one of the greatest religious spas of the ancient world, reaching an average temperature of 40 degrees centigrade. Today, the baths are a very popular tourist attraction, bringing in millions of visitors each year, and at around £22.50 each to enter, it's well worth it because not only do you see the amazing Roman baths, but there is a fantastic Roman museum also there to visit. In 2007, a hoard of over 17,500 Roman coins were found in the foundations of the Gainsborough Bath Spa, another of the oldest buildings in Bath. These coins were from the period of 30 BC to 274 AD and were stored in 8 separate money bags in the foundations. Today, they are owned by Bath and North East Somerset Council and are on permanent display as the Bow Street Hoard in an interactive exhibit located right here at the Roman Baths. Hoping to dent the nation's morale by destroying Britain's most historic sites, in 1942 Hitler carried out attacks on several cities in England, including Bath. These attacks were known as the Baedeker Raids, and the targets were inspired by the historic and cultural cities in England that were highlighted in a popular German travel guide. Many buildings were destroyed, including some on the famous Circus Row, but the majority of Georgian Bath and the Roman baths, however, thankfully avoided any major damage. A few random facts. The first ever stamp to be mailed in the world was sent from Bath. On the 2nd of May 1840, 4 days prior to the official first day of posting, an item of mail left Bath Post Office with a stamp featuring an engraved image of Queen Victoria on a black background. This stamp is now known as the penny black. Also, on the 13th of March 1781, William Herschel discovered the planet Uranus through a homemade telescope in the back garden of his home on New King Street, Bath. We couldn't resist popping in the Botanist for a quick cocktail when we were passing. You might recognise this gorgeous place from Channel 4's First Dates, where couples are matched and sent into the lion's den to see if they get on. Great show. Our second day now, and as we walk up to the Royal Crescent via the circus, we pass the Jane Austen Centre and also the place where Mary Shelley composed her final pages of her book Frankenstein. The circus here and the Royal Crescent are one of Bath's most iconic landmarks, and they were built between 1767 and 1775, designed by John Wood. They're both very impressive landmarks, and they overlook the Royal Victoria Park and form a sweeping crescent of 30 Grade 1 list terrace houses. It's a great example of beautiful Georgian architecture that can be found in the UK. So there it is, guys. Thank you for coming with us on our little trip to Bath. This gorgeous city has got this amazing Georgian architecture, as you can see all around the city, and in the background the beautiful Royal Crescent. We're off now to try ourselves some Georgian ales, and we will catch you next time, hobos.